Hello and welcome to the Okeechobee Library's YouTube channel. I'm Sonia, and today we're going to do a feather bookmark craft tutorial. So this is a really simple craft, takes a lot of time in the prep, but other than that, it's really quick. All you need is yarn and some beads if you have it. And you'll also need some scissors. So to begin, you're going to take your yarn, it can be whatever color you want. You're going to take your stem of your feather, so you're going to grab the end of your yarn, measure it as long as your arm, and cut there. And you're going to fold this in half. Okay, so now that you have your long stem piece, you're going to take the piece that has the loop, that end there. You're going to tie a little bit of a knot, but you're going to leave a part of that loop. So we'll just tie this right here. There's going to be a lot of knots in this project, so if you don't know how to tie one, you're going to know by the end of it. All right, so you should have a little loop, a little knot, and then two tail end pieces like that. You might have to double knot it if your knot is too small for your bead. So now you'll take your bead and just pull the ends of your yarn through and bring it up to the knot. And you can do another bead if you want. The beads are completely optional. So now that your beads are on your loop, you're just going to tie another knot to hold them in place. So now that you have your beads on, you're going to start putting on the feather pieces. This is where you're going to need your yarn and your scissors again. So to make all of the feather pieces, you're going to cut a bunch of strings. Don't worry too much about the length because you're going to trim them at the end to form the feather. But you're going to take one end of your yarn, measure it about as long as your hand, and cut that piece there. And what you're going to do is fold that in half and lay it underneath your stem string. Now you're going to take another piece. You're going to do the same. You're going to fold it in half. So now you're going to take your loop for your second piece. You're going to go through the first loop that you did and then over the stem and pull your other two tail pieces through that loop and then pull them tight. And that's your first feather piece. So I'm going to show it again a little bit closer. You're going to take a piece of yarn about the size of your hand, fold it in half, place it underneath your stem like that. Take another piece of yarn, fold that one in half, pull it through the loop of the first one, put it over the stem, take the other two yarn pieces and pull them through the loop, the second loop. And then you're just going to pull that tight, move it up a little bit, and finish tightening it up. So you're just going to do that a bunch of times. I'm going to start switching colors here, but you can do the same color the entire way, or you can just switch them up. So you can make this as long as you want. I'm just going to do a very short feather for the demonstration today, but all I did was to continue tying knots of yarn into each other onto the stem. So now that you have your pieces laid out like this, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut it into a feather shape. So you're going to do kind of a rounded circle tapering to the end and do the same on the other side. So if you can see here, this side here is a bit of a half circle shape. I'm going to do the same with the other side. And feel free to trim some more if you need to. So you can slide these closer together, but before you cut the stem like I did, you're going to tie a knot on the end to hold everything in. And then continue trimming if you'd like. So I made a little one just to show it today, so it looks a bit more like a leaf and maybe more of a keychain than a bookmark. But if you do more tassels, and leave it a bit longer, it'll definitely look more like a feather. But either way, here is your bookmark or keychain. You can place it in your book and hold your place without harming your pages. And there you go. All right, so that's it for your craft. You can do a short little one, which we did for the demonstration today. However, if you tie more tassels, it will be longer and it'll look more like a feather like this one. If you make a smaller one, it could be a keychain. So that's it. It's a very simple craft. You can personalize it as much as you want with beads and different yarn types, ones that have glitter, things like that. But it's really simple, easy to follow along. And if you enjoy this video and would like to see more craft videos, please like and subscribe and check out our Facebook page. Thank you. Bye.